everyone, I am Shriya Suresh of class 11, coming from the granary of Kerala, Palakkad. My family comprises me, my parents and two brothers. I am a student of Karnakamada Convent.
As the inspirational quote of Joan Gary, also known as the Dear Abby of the non-profit world says, the non-profit sector should get way more credit for being a bedrock of our society, for being the compass leading us all in the direction of a truly civil society.
It was the time period of 2000s when India was grappling under the phantoms of corruption. For example, the 2G scam, the Commonwealth scam, etc.
Some 78 years ago, there existed a country whose blood and bones were drained and crumpled to such an extent that the world had to question about its possibility of existence. But 78 years down the lane, this country placed itself in the position of the world's first most populous country with the third largest purchasing power parity, fourth largest nominal GDP and military power, and fifth largest in diplomatic influence. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's none other than India, now spearheading in the path of global leadership. The fiery query, will India survive, has now been replaced by a far more hopeful one. Will India become a global leader? Greetings everyone, esteemed judges and all my dear friends. A very warm good morning. As India is navigating in the path of global leadership, it is confronted with great opportunities and to face certain challenges. In this deeply interconnected world facing challenges like climate change, wars, pandemics, and economic instabilities, the need for a country having the visionary leadership potential gains importance, and India can aptly fit in this role. Why so? India is blessed with vast youth population. With 31 million diaspora, India has a great opportunity to exert its influence in the globe. India is not just a regional power, it is the pharmacy of the world, a digital and tech giant developing its own technology like the 5G, UPI, etc. A scientific hub pursuing missions even to space like its recent partnership in Axiom 4 mission, Chandrayaan, Aditya L1 and many more. With these achievements, India has a great opportunity to lead the world in the right trajectory in almost all spheres. India's policy of multi-alignment in a polarized world strengthens partnership and makes it the leader of the global south and a bridge between the east and the west. Moreover, India's active leadership roles in multilateral organizations like G20, BRICS, climate summits, etc. gives India a great opportunity to showcase its potential. India's policy of Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam and its soft power skills transcends borders. And the examples include the Vaccine Maitri initiative that supplied low-cost vaccines to other countries during the pandemic, Operation Dost, which supplied humanitarian assistance to the earthquake victims in Turkey, which showcases India's ethical integrity and decisiveness in global crisis. India's traditional culture that focuses on spirituality and health, like yoga and naturopathy, and its ideals of peace, deep-rooted in its legacy, makes it a visionary global power. This can be understood when we analyze the role of India in UN peacekeeping missions. But apart from these challenges, apart from these opportunities, India faces some real challenges. It faces internal socio-economic and political problems like unemployment, poverty, improper education and healthcare facilities, etc. Internal divisions based on caste, religion, creed and language adds to this. Other challenge arises from its all-alignment policy, which many countries misjudge as passive neutrality. India's silence in the Iran-Israel war added more fuel to this fire. So what's the way forward? India must strengthen its institutions, foster innovation, develop larger civic sense among its people, and promote sustainable development. In the diplomatic sphere, India must strengthen strategic partnership, take stand on global issues, and use its soft power strategically. As Jeff Bezos said, the 21st century is Indian century. So let us all work together to make India a Vishwaguru, a global power by utilizing the opportunities and overcoming the challenges. Thank you.
Thank you, Shriya Suresh. Shriya, we have yoga concepts like Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam, Mata, Pita, Guru Devam.
Yes, sir.
Have we really succeeded in using all these concepts to become globally acceptable?
For example, sir, let me cite you an example. Every year we celebrate June 21st as International Yoga Day. It's because in 2014, India proposed to the United Nations about celebrating yoga, and now there is global summits conducted every year on Yoga Day. And more nations have become acceptable of yoga and its benefits, and it has turned into a global culture. So that is how the Indian culture that deeply rooted on spirituality and health gained more prominence in the globe. And you can see that India, because of this soft power, has gained so much supremacy in the global south when it comes to its soft power. So this is one of the examples, sir. And in Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam G20 summit, the theme was Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam. So more countries have known about our philosophy that the whole world is our family. So we have to treat them with peace, with brotherhood, with fraternity. So I think that it is because of these ideals that we spread that global nations have understood the importance of fraternity and peace. Thank you, sir.